I often talk at events about disruption and changeonomics and what's happening across industries today. We've seen historically disruptions of the likes of Blockbuster by Netflix and Amazon Love Film, who totally disrupted that market by delivering over a new form factor, new way of engaging customers, new way of paying. And we're seeing this continue. Unfortunately, we've just seen British Home Stores, BHS in the UK, has gone into liquidation. 11,000 employees, over 160 stores. They've been around 88 years. How could this happen? 8 years ago, we had Woolworths, another stalwart bricks and mortar store, who went into the same scenario. And I think, and I've talked about this at many events, we're going to see more. Customers, buyer dynamics have changed. People expect a buyer experience. They expect immediacy, a mixed media environment where they can purchase online, view through mobile devices, and a real rich modern environment. Of course, we have the legacy buyers, the older generation who will still visit the stores in the old way and perhaps the more traditional methods. However, there's not enough of them, unfortunately. The newer millennials and the Z generation coming up in that are also getting that buying power have grown up with the new technology, the immediacy, the MTV generation. They expect things to be cheaper, faster, quicker, easier. Look at the pound stores. And another thing I've spoken about in this about is brand loyalty and brand equity, I think, is changing dramatically. Historically, people would understand and spend more for a Sony, for example. We're now seeing brands that are seen as quality brands, such as Samsung, that when they first appeared, weren't viewed in that light, and they're delivering far cheaper, more economical, and yet quality goods, and driving customers to reconsider brand loyalty and the value of spending an extra 10, 20, 40, 50% often for that brand equity. So are we going to see more disruption? Are we going to see more pain? Absolutely. I would expect this. We're going to see a 5 or 10 year continued change of dynamic, all driven around cloud, big data, Internet of Things, mobility. All of these technologies are inherently linked and affecting the way we do so many things today. There is an expectation of freemium or near low cost, near nothing pricing. Look at apps. Look at the IT sector. We now have expectation that an app is driven by Apple, the 59p a border. Who would have thought you could buy some of the richness of applications today that not so many years ago would have been hundreds of pounds, and coming in a big box with manuals, complex to use, that would go on a PC. The power of editing of imagery and video and photography is now so incredibly cheap and so easy to do. Look at the IT sector. This isn't just affecting bricks and mortar and retail, which is the obvious. IT in itself, we're seeing a disruption and change of the way technology is delivered. And traditional brands, Intel, Microsoft, HP, and I could go on, have made cuts of people. Intel just announced another large cut across its business, refocusing the whole company on cloud and Internet of Things technologies. So no one is safe. Size doesn't protect you. This is about ability to change, agility, and not just the ability to change once, but change again. So those companies that are going to survive and thrive are going to need to be more agile, more customer focused, utilizing new technology, and have change agents at the core of their business, and be willing to change, and change again at the demands of the market and the customer.